Hi everyone, this is going to show you how to use the DRIs when you're menu planning and locating the various nutrients, how much they're required, and then the different age groups. So one thing to note is, I'm sorry it is kind of a weird layout, but what you're going to see first is one sheet that has all the vitamins listed. And then the second sheet is going to have all the elements, in other words, your minerals such as iron. Now, what you're going to want to do is locate on the far left-hand column, when we're looking at this, the life stage group. So depending on what type of menu you're creating, most of them are going to be for preschool, so 3 to 5-year-olds. You're going to, again, look right here in this section. Now, when you're looking at the menu, let's say you're required to meet 50% of the DRI, for a child who's 3 years old, and we're going to look at vitamin A. So if we look at vitamin A, the DRI is 300. So the DRI here for vitamin A is going to say that that child per day needs 300 nanograms, basically, of vitamin A. So what that is saying then is if you're planning a menu and you need to meet 50% of that DRI, all you're going to do is you're going to take that 300 and you're going to divide by 2 to get that value. So this is now telling you that you need 150 nanograms of vitamin A per day for this child. So your menu really should, once you're analyzing it, it should reach this value at least. Now it can go over because, again, they're vitamins and that's fine, but it does need to at least meet that minimum of 50%. So that's how you're going to be using this tool. And then if I give you another example, let's say you want to look at an adolescent, their iron intake. So I'm going to look over here. I'm going to find my adolescent. I'm going to determine if they're male or if they're female. And let's say it's a male and he's 15. So then I'm going to just highlight across here that category. At the top, I'm going to find iron. So iron is located there at the top. I'm simply going to go down. So from the iron, I'm going to just go down until I reach that 14 to 18-year-old. So they need 11 milligrams per day. Now, depending on your menu might need to meet the daily requirements, would make sure that it's 100%. So that's saying that 11 milligrams would be compliant. Or, again, if we're going to use that example of if that menu only needs to meet 50% to 66%, that minimum value range is just going to simply be 11 divided by 2, which is going to give you 5.5 milligrams per day. Therefore, when you actually go and run that analysis and then you're determining is their menu appropriate, you would want to make sure that that iron intake meets the minimum of 5.5 milligrams per day. So that's how you're going to use the DRI chart.